This episode of Boss Rush After Dark is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to learn how to support our family of podcasts, head over to patreon.com/bossrushmedia or search for us on the Patreon app on your smart device. Thanks for helping us build something better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Boss Rush After Dark. I am not LaRon. Sorry, everybody. I know you're real disappointed. That's okay.
What's poppin'?
Yeah. What's poppin'? My sleeves are on and they're long because I don't have arms like LaRon. Anyways. Also, joining me is the mad pharmacist herself, Stephanie Klimov.
Hello. I just leaned on my elbow, the same elbow that I fell on after during pole class, and it really hurts. Ouch.
Yeah, it does not sound like a good time. Mm-mm. Also, here is PK Power himself, Pat Klein.
Welcome to After Dark, PK Power.
If you were to do like a video game themed porn channel on Pornhub there, Pat, would you call yourself PK Power?
I would totally call myself PK Power.
Speaking of video game porn, not that I watch that, but I noticed that a very popular franchise that's been pornified is Overwatch. I know there's a lot of...
It's because that engine is so easy to crack open, and you can take the models out of them and put them literally.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm like, dang, it's all Overwatch. I'm like, okay.
Stephanie's very suddenly very interested in trying Overwatch.
It's like, wow, that tracer looks pretty good.
Oh man, video game porn. You know what? You want to know one that's even more disturbing than the Overwatch one? Is the Ninja Turtles parody one is very disturbing.
Ew.
And the X-Men parody one is also kind of disturbing, but also strangely comic book accurate in some ways. So, anyways, enough about that.
Well, just don't get into what is it called? Not creepypasta. There's a whole bunch of Sonic stuff out there that you want to stay away from.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Dan from my prior podcast would always try and get us to explore.
You know what? I think I will put a pin in video game porn as a topic, and I'll do some research, and we can have that as a topic in the future.
Okay.
What?
I don't know why that was so funny. It's late. Funny. I'm tired.
It is funny. I might avoid any Zelda-related ones because it might ruin the franchise for me.
Oh, right now it's a whole bunch of Daddy Dwarf and Zelda mix. Some people are like, I don't like that, but then they take Link tends to be the joke on those ones now because they want to have the Daddy Dwarf Zelda ship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild was all Sidon and Link anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
So the let's see. The big, I guess, for patrons already have noticed this, and I'm sure free feeds will notice this too, but we've made the decision to make After Dark every other week because there is another conversational podcast on Boss Rush called Jump Off Point that Ed is heading up, and so we are going to alternate weeks between After Dark and Jump Off Point on Patreon, so you can look for that. Jump Off Point does not have its own free feeds yet, but you can find it on the Boss Rush Plus podcast feed for now until we kind of get that set up. If you want to listen to that, so you can go over there and check that out. It's also on YouTube. You can also check it out there. So that's kind of the decision we're making because there's things that are changing within our Patreon, within our content output, and we kind of just are leaving it at that for now. I don't know, Stephanie, if you have anything to say about it.
Nope, just we want to continue to provide great quality, quality over quantity, not to be cliche, but especially if we want to incorporate, I keep confused, is it jump off or jumping off point?
Jump off point.
Jump off point.
Yeah.
So I feel like, even though numerically we are shrinking, we want to be better.
Yeah. And we're kind of like the not that this is the show to really talk about it on, but we have obviously the Boss Rush podcast and Nintendo Power Block are kind of the main shows, and then each show has their like extra show. So like Nintendo Power Block has Expansion Pass, Boss Rush has Boss Rush Plus, and then they have each side now has their own conversational show, which is After Dark and Jump Off Point. Jump Off Point's a little bit more lighthearted, I would say. This is more the you know what it is if you've been listening this long. So that's kind of where we're at. We're going to focus more on quality over quantity. We're also going to do some extra conversations on weeks we don't record this, just to kind of have output for people.
Well,
really
that it'll help us, focus on other cool things we can bring to you.
Yeah. It's not that we don't want to do this, right? We do. We are, again, like Stephanie said, we're focusing on quality over quantity, and I think maybe having the show every week is too much for people sometimes, especially because of some of the things we talk about. But
we
like
also
Holes.
do After Dark, literally After Dark.
Yeah, sorry, Holes has now been beaten out by Jerry Springer. So
what?
Yeah,
R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Yeah, rip Jerry Springer. Oh.
Didn't our Aliens one also do well?
Yeah, our alien invasion episode did really well too. Aliens, Jerry Springer, and Holes. What else do you need in your life?
And that could all just be one episode right there.
Oh, really could be.
Could be.
Alien Holes with Jerry Springer.
Oh no. Oh, the alien is the father. I guess that's Maury, but anyway. It's all the same.
I got something to tell you. I'm really an alien.
Gasp. Ding, ding, ding.
Pick up the chair, throw it against the wall, and then say I love you at the end.
Oh no. What's going on? So we have that. I just wanted to let everybody know up front. That's kind of where we're at there. And then, Laurent will be back the next episode because he's on vacation with his boyfriend. Ooh,
fancy pants San Francisco trip.
I know. And he also got the rogue ally, and I really want one.
He's living his best life right now.
I know. Good job, Laurent. Proud of you. If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushMedia and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support. Anyways, we have topics. We're gonna do Stephanie's topic first, so I can research.
Overwatch porn?
No.
What was my topic?
What are we looking forward to this summer?
Oh.
Apparently Overwatch porn.
Apparently.
Okay, sorry, I didn't even realize the topic that I came up with like 10 minutes ago. Yes, what are we looking forward to this summer? And you'd think that'd be such an easy topic, but it just kind of, summer is here in a blink of an eye. And so today was my son's last day of school, which I think is later than most. I think the majority of parents.
That is really late. Our school district has been done for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, my daughter's been out of school for 3 weeks. She's been at camp. She's been at Safety Town.
Safety Town. I want to send my kid to Safety Town. I mean, like, from a parent's point of view, like, I'm glad because I don't know what to do if I'm working and he doesn't have anything to do. But poor kid. But anyway, like, it just made me, and also my Facebook feed is littered with moms posting the day 1 of first grade and last day of first grade, which, I don't want to make fun of them. I guess it's cute, but here I am, like, not taking these pictures with their adorable little signs. I don't know. I'm just a neglectful parent, I
My
guess.
wife would take umbrage with that. We have a ton of those.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now I feel like I'm the bad parent. But anyway, summer's
Thought we
here.
established that with the, letting your son play Minecraft.
Maybe he
Anyway,
can build one for you. Maybe he can
listen,
Minecraft a sign for you.
someday that Minecraft game just might magically get lost. Just
I don't know how it got deleted. Can you re-download it? No, it's
it's
done.
gone forever. But yeah, so we're going into July. Are there any either specific plans, trips, or just anything, whether it's games, anything like anything that you're looking forward to this summer? Now, granted, summer's not my favorite season of the year, but summer comes with a lot of fun and happy connotations.
Yeah, I mean my brother-in-law and sister-in-law just got a pool, so that might be fun. I don't. We'll be hanging out over there a lot this summer, I think, because obviously a pool is a big draw, and
Hell yeah.
we'll be cooking out and eating and having fun on the weekends. And like I never really had that growing up, really, because well, I don't know, we just never really did. And so I'm kind of excited to do that for, I mean, we've kind of gone over there and hung out, but like they have a house and they have a pool and the grill and the big backyard and all the things that you think about when you look in your backyard and you wish you had. Like they have it. And so we're going to probably be over there a lot until we find a house. Also, that's something I'm looking forward to this summer too, is finding a house, because I would really like to have one by
Ooh,
this summer.
house hunting. That's fun. Kind of.
Yeah, it's just everything is so expensive, and like everything's out of our budget by like $50,000. And I mean, we find one that's within our budget, but then like the housing market's so bad that
Volatile.
people are overbidding.
Yes.
And it's like, well, we can't overbid by that much, because then we are out of budget. And I mean, our budget's pretty conservative, especially for this, compared to other areas. But like, it's like, man, this is.
Sometimes it's all about who you know. Because one of my friends just recently, they already have a house, but their best friend's aunt, I think, just passed away. And they don't have anyone to like really take the house. Well, no, I mean, they could sell the house, but they're like, hey, would you be interested in this house? And they're giving it 25% off the market value. So almost unheard of a deal.
Yeah, house hunting has been tough. We saw one that was like, also we're like trying to stay in this kind of school district also, and there's like 3 different school districts within like a couple mile radius of us. So like we're really trying to stay in this school district, especially for kindergarten through like 4th grade. We live in an area where there's 3 kind of elementary schools, and they all converge into one school, and for middle and high school. And but like, I don't know, we just really like this elementary school for our daughter, especially because she has a lot of like anxiety about change. And like our nephews go to this school also, and we're trying to find things of familiarity for her to pick out, so she isn't as scared.
Right.
So it's I mean, she's the type of person where like, not to like share her anxiety on the podcast really, but like she goes to ballet class on Sundays, and like the other day there was a substitute teacher, and it took her like a half hour to join the class because it was change. And so,
I mean, while kids can be different in general, I mean,
mm-hmm,
kids thrive on structure and consistency.
mm-hmm.
Um and getting used to change is a learned thing. There's plenty of adults that still don't like change. So, I don't know. I feel like that's like when I say within the realm of normal, like I don't see anything necessarily wrong with that. And I feel that when you look at houses or apartments, whatever, if you're looking to move
Hmm.
and you have kids, it makes things just a bajillion more layers of complex because you want to keep in mind of how they're going to adjust to that because it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So totally valid.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of where we're at there. But man, I don't know. It's looking more and more like we're gonna be here for another year at least, just because all the good houses are taken and nobody's selling anything, and the the market bubble's supposed to pop next year. And it's like, well, will it? I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to swimming and garbage food off the grill. Man, corn on the cob on the grill. Some asparagus, and
That's not necessarily garbage food, like.
it is when you lather it in butter and seasoning salt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, when you put it like that.
uh and like, man, you know what I've really been into the last like few months is like grilled like zucchini and squash, which is like something I would have never eaten when I was little, but like you put that on the grill with some salt and pepper and some little bit of
Yes.
butter. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Well, see, again, a little bit of butter isn't a problem either.
What you gotta do is after you put it in the grill, just dip it right into that hot butter. Just
I
drown
know.
it.
I know. You ever so funny story, my great grandma who lived to be 97 years old, when we were really little and she was like still able to, move and do things, like she would get like this cup of butter, like a cup of butter, and like put it in the microwave and melt it. She would melt this butter, and then when she would like cook corn on the cob, she would take like the corn things that you stick in each end so you don't have to like touch the corn, right? She would put one in
Mm-hmm.
the butt of the ear of corn and dip it in the butter
Oh
and
my
pull it
gosh.
out, and then just I've never seen so much salt and pepper on a single thing in my entire life. Man, she was just like this frail, like 5 foot tall, like maybe 100 pounds soaking wet lady, and that's what she. Like, oh my gosh,
Did she partake in that? Like she ate it
that's what
too?
she did. Yeah,
See, look at that. Who says butter's unhealthy? Look how long she lived.
I know. I
No.
know, man. So, but yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
That sounds pretty awesome to
Mm-hmm.
me. How about you,
Yeah.
Pat?
You know what? I am looking forward to tomorrow.
What's tomorrow, Pat?
Why, tomorrow is when I'm going to be getting my deluxe collector's edition of Final
Ooh.
Fantasy 16.
Ooh.
Oh man, I meant to talk about that on the Boss Rush podcast, man. I'm like, man, the things I was reading about that game is like really turning me off from that game.
You're letting yourself be swayed.
What?
I'm
Dude,
I'm
seriously,
not, but
people are saying this is like the best Final Fantasy ever, and they're giving it 90s. It's like, what?
All right,
That
Corey,
hurt.
just do a high level of what BS you were reading.
Yeah.
the,
And let me tell you
so
why it's wrong.
I read two reviews, and both of them said that this was like a pretty much a very long Devil May Cry game with light RPG elements, and that really turns me off. I don't want to play Devil May Cry. I want to play Final Fantasy.
Light RPG elements. The thing's got fucking skill trees in it.
I don't know. That's what I read.
You know
Yeah,
what?
now Corey's like, I don't want to play it anymore.
I
Well,
don't. I don't want to play Devil May Cry. I want to play. I want to play Final Fantasy.
it's Final Fantasy. Trust me, it's a story. Even though, according to Polygon, that it is a story about white Europeans learning that slavery is bad. It's like, shut the fuck up.
That's why I don't read Polygon.
It's like you're trying to make something controversial. They already told you, yes, it's European influence, but
Gosh, they're
seriously.
they're like one writer away from being the next Kotaku. I swear. I swear.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah.
ugh.
But yeah, I am looking forward to the games that are still on the way this summer. There's still a whole bunch that are coming out that I'm excited for. Pikmin is I'm getting excited for more and more each. each day. Final Fantasy, like I said, it's a good year to be a gamer for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking for. I'm actually like a game that actually had the opposite effect on me from that Final Fantasy did was Starfield. Like I wasn't looking forward to that game at all, but like the things they were showing, and I'm like, man, this game looks awesome. I don't know if I have enough time to even touch the surface of that game.
Oh,
No pun
jeez.
intended, but like that game looks incredibly ambitious. And
I'm gonna do what I did in No Man's Sky and just explore like planets and scan all the life, and then move on to the next planet. We're not even gonna touch side quests. We're just gonna explore planets.
yeah,
All 1,000 of them.
yeah. Assassin's Creed looks cool too. I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm. Also, my friends and I usually do an annual camping trip every year, hence annual. And we've hit our 10th year.
Ooh,
So we're going big and going to a place called the Apostle Islands, which is about 6 hours away, up in northern Wisconsin. It's like one of the most premier camping spots in Wisconsin.
nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be early August.
Now, let me ask you about camping. Is this like we're sleeping in sleeping bags under trees and wiping our butts with poison ivy, or is this like we're getting a cabin with cable and Wi-Fi camping?
A little closer to the first one.
Oh no.
Yeah, we do tents,
Mm.
but the tents do have air mattresses.
Mm.
But your toilets may or may not be plumbing.
Oh no. Mm. But we've perfected the house, Pat.
Mm-hmm. But you never really know just what true freedom is until you pee just right outside your tent.
Oh no. I hate
I need to
everything
put
about
my
it.
sheepy to use.
Oh no. What? Wait, what?
It's a thing where a device a girl can use so she could pee like a man, and it's awesome.
What?
I
I didn't
got
know these things existed.
It's like a funnel that sticks outward.
What?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do
so
you
we
like
can
do you
finally get that experience of freedom.
do you like is it like a you like strap it on, or do you
No,
like is it like
I'm
you
imagining
just
it's
like
just a cup.
yeah,
I don't
you just pee into a funnel, dude. It's just a funnel.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll send a picture of it to you.
hmm.
Not in use.
I was gonna say I don't need to see it you use it.
It's all right. We're family here.
Oh gosh.
Oh man,
Yikes.
I have not been camping since I was a kid. And not that I went often, but I do remember the experience of being in a tent and going behind a tree to pee or whatever. I'm like, wow, I did have the legit experience. But I'm so far removed from it, Pat, that I'm kind of concerned of whether or not I can actually do it now, and it makes me sad. I mean, I'm sure I can if I force myself, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh
Get
man.
yourself with a nice group. Although 2 years ago was probably our worst camping experience. Like there was tornadoes and severe thunderstorms and flash flooding. We literally had to shut down camp in the middle of a severe thunderstorm and run to shelter.
Hmm.
And then we just luckily there was the camping site we chose was it was a farm field for one of our friends' dad. So his house was pretty close, and we got to stay there for the night.
Nice.
But I had to get a new tent after that one. The storm destroyed mine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time I went camping. I go so out of my way to like not be in the woods like ever. I'm indoorsy, as they
You're an
say.
indoor cat?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like I'll go outside as long as I know that like 15 feet away I can go back inside, you know. And I'm not talking like a tent or like a cabin. I'm talking like a house. Like air conditioning and plumbing. I'm a terrible person. I would never survive. if there was like an apocalypse or something, or like The Walking Dead happened, I don't know, I would be done. So, Stephanie, what are you looking forward to?
Well, the first thing that I'm looking forward to is next week I'll be headed out to LA with my son. Not the
What?
L it's his first major big vacation. Like cuz we do weekend trips like in the state or a day trip. You know what I'm saying, like within the New
Mm-hmm.
England area. And he's going to Super Nintendo Land.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping my expectations in check because I know it's small, um, and kind of tight, but it's still going to be a fun experience for both him and I. I mean, unless all he cares about is Minecraft while we're there. But anyway,
In which case, you leave him in the park.
I told him today because I was still being super petty. I was like, "Well, since you like
Mhm.
Minecraft, I'm just going to cancel the Nintendo trip." And he's like, "No." Um, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, there's going to be the stress of traveling with a child on an airplane, but kid's 7, so I feel like he can mostly fend for himself. Um,
Remember to have him plug his nose and blow.
oh, okay. I was like thinking of giving him gum too, maybe.
Gum is all right, but I find it's just you plug your nose and you
Mhm.
blow, and that kind of like repressures your ears. You don't have to pop your ears. People say it's just push the pressure out.
Okay, that's a nice trick. Thank you.
Hmm.
But
My kids actually did surprisingly well on a plane when we went to Disney. So, I mean, granted, that was an hour and a half flight, hour and 45-minute flight, and not a 5 or 6 hour flight out that way.
well,
7
for
maybe
me,
for
it's
you.
more of like needing to get to, like, say I need to get to the airport through security because my son moves like molasses. He's like his father. He is the slowest kid ever, and I'm just afraid like I don't want to miss a flight or miss this or miss that because like my kid is too tired. I need to carry this, But anyway, that does not dampen the excitement of bringing him to Super Nintendo Land, seeing the utter joy in his face. One of my cousins who has a kid around his age, it lives out there too. I rented an Airbnb with a pool. Like it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it. The rest of summer, like I still got to work. My son's going to camp, so I'm just gonna just generally enjoy being outdoors, working in the garden. Um, I don't know. Grilling, I guess, is kind of the other thing. I have my pellet grill slash smoker, so I'm going to be making ribs, brisket, pulled pork. Looking forward to that. I have my fire pit that I am insistent on using. So the simple things, I think. That's what I'll be focused on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said vacation, but like I don't know if we're even going to be able to go on vacation this year because of the house hunting
Yeah.
stuff, unless like November rolls around and like my parents are still planning on taking or are taking us to Disney again in November. Um, but there's a lot of things that have to go right, I think, for us to do that. So I don't know if we're going to be able to. Uh, but I don't know. I really want to go though. It's my favorite place. It's my favorite place. I want to go. Plus, like Tron opened since I went last.
Ooh, okay.
They something else opened since I was there last. There's a lot, and it's not busy this year apparently. So great. But all right, well, Pat, you have a topic.
Yeah, we can hold it for another day, though.
Okay.
You
If you
sure? All right.
I'm sure.
okay. All right. Well, that's gonna do it then. I know this was kind of a shorter episode, but
But short and sweet.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, but we gotta we want to make sure we are doing okay, so we can make sure that you guys are getting the best versions of us.
Yeah. Please
Hmm.
let us know what your summer plans are, what you look forward in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, leave a comment on the YouTube video, or if you are a patron, leave a comment on the episode. Tell us what you're looking forward to this summer, and maybe we'll read them on the show next week or in the next episode. Yeah, we should start encouraging people to do that across all the shows. Oh, man. Anyways, Stephanie, Pat, thank you for your time tonight, as always. Thank you, everybody out there who's listening. Remember, you can get the show 2 weeks early on Patreon if you are a patron at any level. If you want to listen on free feeds or on YouTube, you can also do that. Thank everybody for watching and or listening. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.